Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a guide to the new mod that came out called the Sweet Bakery. This is a mod by Chen Ben, and it is a production facility that is, well, again, it is a sweet bakery, just like it sounds. This does add three new products into the game. It adds the croissant, grape bread, which I think is basically raisin bread, and then chocolate bread as well. This facility will also make bread and cake like a normal bakery, but there is a little bit of an added bonus to that as well, and we'll talk about that as we get going. So here we are. First off, what I'm going to do, and what I normally do in these videos, I'm going to talk about how to use this production chain right here, how it works and everything like that, where the inputs and outputs are. And then after that, we are going to go ahead and take a look, is it actually worth doing this production train? We're going to take a look at the profitability of it. So we'll take a look at all that, and I'm going to put my typical chart that I do at the end as well to kind of talk about that. So first off, placing this facility, if I go into build mode here, it's going to be found under production. If we go to factories and then go all the way down to the end where your mods are, it's going to be this guy right here, and you can see those are the outputs right there. We have bread, croissants, I believe that is the chocolate bread, then we have the cake, and then we have the grape or raisin bread there, and those are the inputs right there. So it's fairly straightforward, especially since cake's already on here, so you know a lot of those go into the cake. But here we are, here's the facility. It's pretty straightforward to build, $70,000 to buy, so you can put that wherever you need to right there. But then once we place it, right up front we have the icon to go into the menu to take a look at everything, so we'll take a look at that in just a second. But as we walk around the building, right here is going to be where you put your inputs in, right where this nice symbol is here, the dump symbol. And then we come around the back side here, and then here you have a checkered area, which is where all your pallets are going to spawn. And then we are back around the front. And again, there's some nice detail on it and everything like that. They got all the different things that they have and make in there, which is pretty cool. So I like all that. Now, if we come over here to kind of the front little bakery entrance here, and we hit R, or you can also go in the menu and into the production chain menu that way. But if we hit R, it's going to take us right into here. Now we have, as you can see, bread and cake are on here. So bread and cake are on here, which is great. Now, if we go down here to bread, bread is 2 flour for 1 bread. Up here, it is 10 flour for 5 bread. So basically, instead of getting 1 bread, you're getting 5 times as much bread, which actually I need to make an adjustment to my chart here in a second. 5 times as much bread. Now cake, you are doing 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4 of all the standard ingredients. Down here it's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, and 2. So it's all the same, except you get 5 cakes here and you get 10 cakes here. So it's double the cake production. Now, if you look at the cycles, they're the same. So bread is $21.60 per month, cake is $192, and they're also both $60 of production costs per month, just like these ones are $21.60 and $192. So basically, the only difference is the recipe up here is, well, 5 times as much here, and it is doubled here. So 5 times and doubled. Then if we take a look at the new products here, you're able to make 12 liters of croissants by putting 4 liters of flour, 4 liters of eggs, and 4 liters of butter. Then you can make grape or raisin bread by putting 4 liters of flour and 4 liters of raisins. That's why I call it raisin bread instead of grape bread. Down here for the chocolate bread, 4 liters of flour, 4 liters of chocolate, 4 liters of eggs, and 4 liters of butter get you 16 liters of chocolate bread. And you can see over here on the right side, we have all of the different inputs and their different values in there, which I'm actually going to go ahead and go through and I'm going to purchase some of these. And actually, I'll do that off camera here in a second because I have to go fix my chart anyways. And down here at the very bottom, you can see all of the different outputs. They're all set to storing naturally. Now, again, to start these, just like any other production chain down here, you can hit activate. And it'll show us running, and then unless it doesn't have the materials, then it will go to inactive here shortly, or excuse me, missing materials here shortly once it doesn't have the materials, which this one actually does have the materials, so it's going to keep running. So if I turn that one on, you're going to see that one's going to go red here in just a minute because material's missing. So that's how that's going to work. We're going to turn both of those guys off right there. And then over here on the right-hand side, again, with the outgoing products, you have storing. Down here, we can change the output mode to selling, which is going to automatically sell the products. However, you will take a bit of a hit, so you're not going to get the best price for them. Usually it's about 30 to 40% of a hit, or you can change them to distributing. So what that does is if you have either, if you have some other production facility that accepts these as an input, like with these guys up here, then they'll be transferred over. So none of these ones, as far as I know, will have any other factory that they're going to go into as an input. So I'd recommend just putting them on storing and selling them as pallets, which is what we're going to do. But if you just wanted them to hang out there and not spawn pallets, you could set them to distributing, since there's probably not a factory that's going to take them. So you do have that as an option. So, but yeah, that's how that is going to work. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fast forward some time here in a second after I put some inputs in this, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what the pallets of the new products look like here in just a second. So I'll see you guys here in just a minute. All right, and we have some pallets here. So each one's 1,000 liters. Top one, we have 1,000 liters of croissants, which I like the box on that. And then down here, 1,000 liters of chocolate bread, and then we have 1,000 liters of grape or raisin bread. It even says raisins on there. I don't know why they call it grape bread, but anyhow, regardless of that, that is what we got in terms of the pallet. So we're going to talk about the profitability of this. Is it actually even worth it? So right now up on your screen is going to pop up a chart. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you've probably seen this before. So starting at the top of that chart, it says uses Steam price sheet for the pricing for the most part. And actually, there's still, I'll fix the error I see on here in a second. You guys won't see it. But anyhow, so there uses Steam price sheet for pricing. So what that is, it's linked down below in the description. It's pulled directly from the XML. So it's the economic difficulty. If it was on normal, what you would get selling them at a regular price, like a normal price. Not necessarily the highest possible price, but a fairly regular price that you would get regularly. That's a good price for them. So that's kind of how it's pulled off there. And again, this is all in economic difficulty normal. So that's where we're getting the prices. So down below at prices used, you can see for flour, eggs, butter, raisins, and chocolate, we have $900 per 1,000 liters for flour, $2,700 for eggs, $1,620 for butter, $2,520 for raisins, and chocolate, $3,600. So that's what you get if you sold them separately. Then down below we have croissants, grape bread, and chocolate bread, and we have the prices that you get using the best price to sell if you sold them at the best possible time, using the chart inside of the game when you load in, using the price chart there. That'll show you when you should best sell them. That's the prices we're using for our outputs. So if we go up to the actual chart, for example, on croissant, the input is $20.88. That is per cycle. So every cycle, if you were to take the products and sell them instead of put them into the production cycle, you would get $20.88. Then the output is how much you get selling just the products from that one cycle. So you get $69.98, making $49.10. You can see for grape bread and chocolate bread that the different inputs and outputs are on there as well. So for this, they're all nice and profitable, actually quite profitable. Grape bread is the worst at $25.20 per cycle, and then chocolate bread is the best at $73.58 as the profit per cycle. Now down below, I did put bread and cake on there. Those are how much you're going to make per month if you sell off all the bread and cake you make. That's the profit. That's the profit. That's not what you're going to make, I guess I should say. That is the profit after paying for your inputs. You're going to get $7,476, which is 5 times that of the normal bakery. And for cake, you're going to get $5,271, which is 2 times that of the normal bakery. So I put those on there as well. Now down below at the very bottom, the profit per month, if you're running this. So if you are running 3-day months, this will be every 3 days. If you're running 1-day months, it'll be every day. If you have this thing working at its fullest capacity, this is what you're going to make. So for croissants, you're going to make $9,427 per month. For grape bread, you're going to make $4,838 per month. And the best one, chocolate bread, $14,127 per month. So these are all very worthwhile doing if you guys wanted to do these. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. That is the Sweet Bakery. I like it. A cool mod. So there you guys go. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.